Today we are taking a trip down Canal Street in New Orleans, Louisiana. It's a beautiful day, so we taking us a nice little trip. The first thing we see on this trip at this red light straight across the street is Canal Place. Shops at Canal Place is a luxury establishment where you can find Jack Sutton to the left. You can see the sign. Also to the right, you see Saks Fifth Avenue. Great stores. Jack Sutton is jewelry. Saks Fifth Avenue is all type of luxury designer brand clothing. Inside this mall, it's a place to eat. It's like a food court area, and there's a great high-end movie theater. So shops at Canal Place. It's also a hotel connected. I believe it's the Westin. So you can also, shop, and there's a floor that connects you to the hotel. Here is our streetcar where you can take that streetcar from one end of Canal to the other. So if you didn't feel like walking all the way up here, you could just hop on a streetcar and it take you where you need to go. To the right here is Caesars Casino. Also great food. Get you some drinks, some music, and some gambling. This great tall building in front of us is the Four Seasons Hotel. This is a luxury hotel, high-end. This hotel used to be International Trade Mart building. You can look to the left of that hotel and you'll see some signs. View Orleans is a place you can go inside and get a nice view of the city. You see the Riverwalk sign. Also, if you were interested in catching a ferry, the ferry could take you from here on Canal Street to Algiers. So if you want to come from the East Bank to the West Bank in a jiffy, take our ferry. And the ferry is a walking ferry. So you would have had to park your car on the other side, or maybe take an Uber once you get to the other side. But it's a walking ferry now. Back in the day, you could bring your vehicle on the ferry. All right, we're waiting for these nice people to pass. Then we're going to make this loop to get back on Canal Street. See the Riverwalk sign. We're going to see the aquarium. Westin Hotel, that's connected to shops at Canal Place. This building is Custom House. It's a historical government building where now you can actually do like a tour. So if you want like a museum type of establishment now. All up in this area on Canal Street, you're going to see plenty of places to eat. Here's the Marriott Hotel. Plenty of places to eat. And there's some shopping like clothing, souvenir shops, places to buy your alcohol, all up and down Canal Street. Plenty to eat and a lot of little shopping to do. There's Popeyes. And there are some hotels down these side streets as well. So if you don't get a hotel on Canal Street, there are ones in the French Quarters on both sides of Canal. So it's never not enough hotels in the city. Pizza spot, chicken spot. That's the Astor Crown Royal Hotel. Bourbon Street. We had that mass shooting on New Year's Day. Hyatt Centric Hotel. Some more places to eat. One thing about New Orleans, you will never leave hungry. It's so many places to eat. You want breakfast at 3 p.m., 3 a.m., we got you covered. This is the Ritz-Carlton Hotel. The Saint, that's also a hotel. And this spot we coming up to used to be the Woolworth, but they started construction that has since been demolished. It was the Hard Rock Hotel. It collapsed and is now like a historical landmark. 3 people were killed when this building collapsed. I believe it was back in 2019. When we come to this corner on Canal Street and Rampart, you can see over to the right the Singer Theater. The Singer Theater is where you could come and see live shows. We have entertainers from all over the world who come to New Orleans and perform here. I was fortunate enough a few years back to see Chris Rock, one of my favorite comedians in this whole world. I was able to see him here, and of course it was hilarious. You want to get your rental cars while you're here. Avis and Budget. A lot of these buildings, some of them don't have anything in it, and once upon a time it was. Some of these are condos and apartments. This one that we coming up to, I believe, is 1535. This is apartments. You can check it out online. 1535 Canal Street, new renovated apartments in the city of New Orleans. We are still on Canal Street. What we're going to do is underneath the bridge, we're going to make a loop and come back around on Canal Street. towards this end of Canal, you just basically seeing more hotels down at this end. Of course, Canal runs very, very deep, but we only showing you this like tourist area down near the French Quarters. All right, we're just gonna go under the underpass. This is a cemetery right here to the right hand side. It used to be like a gas station. This was once upon a time something where it's like abandoned lots and things. If you look over to the right hand side, that is Universal Medical Center. You see the sign, University Medical Center. If you had any kind of medical emergency in New Orleans and you needed to, see a doctor, further down Canal Street, you'll find University Medical Center. This Canal Street Hotel, during Katrina, it actually housed evacuees. It has since been abandoned, but it was a hotel. Katrina is almost 20 years ago. So I believe after Katrina, it kind of shut down and no one ever got it back up and running again since Katrina. We're coming up on the Jung Hotel. A lot of hotels. And right after Jung, across the street, is the Tulane Medical School. Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel. And we have the Joy Theater. The Joy Theater also have performing arts. So, you just have to check the itinerary. You'll find different artists in these different venues from time to time. Those also was a performing arts center building where people will come and perform. Comedy shows, music, those type of venues. The Lowe's State was also a place for people to come and perform in the city of New Orleans. In this area, we also have a public library. So if you needed to, maybe you lost your phone and you needed to access the internet, we do have a library in this area. New Orleans Public Library. Rampart Street, that's Fisher's Jewelry. Been there for umpteen years. That's a tattoo shop. This voodoo store on the corner. Here you can get your souvenirs. This Chinese restaurant here has been here for years. Golden Wall. Get your Chinese fix if you're in the city and you just have a taste for Chinese. There you go. We're coming up on Alice Jewelry Store. And we're coming up on Rubenstein Men's Store. High-end men attire at Rubenstein's. And Adler's Jewelry Store. you'll see the clock in the front of that building. Some more clothing stores here. There's the clock. That's a jewelry store. Very, very well-established jewelry store. Been here a long time. Back years before Katrina, you will see more of the local people on Canal Street doing their shopping. When the housing projects were open and you come on Canal Street, those are more of the people that you will see shopping in this area. So you will see more people with bags coming to this area to actually do like their clothes shopping and things like that. In this area, this is like, where they would get all of their clothing and things from. But now you see more tourists on Canal Street. At least foot. And this to the right hand side, we're coming up to the Sheraton Hotel, which is a part of Marriott. Nice big hotel. Another shop right here on the corner. You can get your souvenirs and things like that before you leave the city. Do some last minute shopping. There's a lot of restaurants and things like that in this area. So we're going to be coming up on another chicken spot once we pass this corner, Willie's. So it's nothing but food, nothing but things to eat and places to shop on Canal Street. Pretty soon we will see the DoubleTree entrance to their hotel. And we are back at Caesars. Chapatulas. Again, another souvenir shop. And we are back towards the shopping at Canal Place, and you are near the Riverwalk. So if you want to do some shopping there, so plenty to do, plenty to see in our great city. Never ever a dull moment. This guy's talking to himself. So I hope you enjoyed our tour for today. Caesars Casino and Hotel. Have a beautiful rest of your day and enjoy the city.